As you know, we've been adding some new dolls to the American Girl collection and just really changing the face of the brand. And personally, I'm very excited about the direction we're going in.
Oh, she better not say what I think she's going to say.
With all the dolls we're adding to the new collection, I'm just afraid there isn't room for everybody, so we're phasing you out.
Oh, there it is! I haven't tried to phase us out before. We always come back. You know that.
Samantha, please, we're trying to have a younger image here. You're like 130 years old at this point. I don't even know how you're standing in front of me right now.
I was designed to have load-bearing cankles. That's how.
The point is, Samantha, you're old. You predate women's suffrage. You're probably super racist. And Kirsten, I can't even do the math on how old you are. The United States was not keeping very good track of immigrants in your day.
I am not a racist! I was friends with an Irish girl.
Yeah, and I'm from the Great Depression. You can't phase me out. The Great Depression wasn't even all that long ago. There are people my age still alive.
Maybe so, but they're all old and ugly, and they have dementia. And that's just not the image American Girl wants anymore. I'm sorry, but modern girls just can't relate to you.
Can't relate? Our dolls retail for over $100, and I grew up in a house with a mansion with servants. Surely the girls buying our dolls can relate to that.
I mean, maybe, but you also taught a servant how to read, and kids today are practically illiterate.
I had a doll made of straw and pine cones. I would have loved a doll made of plastic.
Kirsten, no one relates to a Swedish immigrant. Just look at yourself. One of the accessories that you come with is a wooden spoon.
The little girls these days, not stir things. Then just phase out Kirsten and her stupid wooden spoon. I mean, we have movies. Mine had a theatrical release and a star-studded cast.
If you bitches try to turn on me one more time, I will scoop your eyes out with the spoon.
Yeah, those movies barely made any money. The only way the American Girl cinematic universe could get revitalized is if we gave it the Netflix adaptation treatment and made the movies grittier.
Grittier? In my movie, a child laborer gets his hand stuck in a sewing machine. What is not gritty about that?
Frankly, it just too closely parallels today's fast fashion industry, and we do not want to make an enemy out of Shein.
I have no parallels to fast fashion. Papa, he carved my shoes out of a pine tree, and it took weeks and weeks, and by the time my feet had stopped bleeding from all the splinters, I had outgrown them.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to respond to that. At least tell us who you're phasing us out for. All right, well, we're bringing in a new doll named Courtney. She's from 1986. She loves the arcade, and get this, one of her classmates has AIDS.
1986 is barely historical. Just admit you're jumping on the Stranger Things 80s bandwagon.
It's what the kids like.
The kids like us! Our stories are about being kind and brave and adapting to hard times.
Yeah, we're in a recession. You think kids can't relate to me? My dress is made out of a chicken feed sack. How is that any different than those upcycled thrift videos on TikTok?
Papa once made a clock. It would go tick-tock, tick-tock, but it could not mend our clothes.
That's what you sound like, okay? You are just all out of touch with today's culture.
Out of touch? I was a radical feminist for my time. I didn't wear a petticoat. I was hashtag freeing the nipple before people even wanted to have nipples.
All my friends died of cholera. Are we not still in a pandemic? What has Courtney done for the AIDS boy?
She sits with him at lunch.
He doesn't even die.
No, but she does watch the Challenger space shuttle explosion. You know, the one with the teacher inside?
Was it at least her teacher?
Oh, God, no, that would be too dark.
Too dark?
In Sweden, it would be dark for 18 hours a day. When I came to America, the sunlight, it was maddening.
Okay, you see that? The sun made Kirsten go bananas. Things like that, they're just too dark. They're gonna freak kids out.
Too dark is ridiculous. The entire American brand hinges on history and trauma. Has anything bad even happened to this Courtney chick?
Yeah, did her father lose the family business so she had to subside on dandelion greens and soup kitchen meals?
Has she ever found a frozen man in a blizzard? Has she ever considered eating the frozen man?
No. But her parents are divorced, and sometimes her step-siblings are very mean to her.
Are you kidding? Her alive parents are divorced and she has step-siblings? My siblings were orphans I stole from state custody.
Yeah, hold on. Are we gonna gloss over the fact that Kirsten admitted to cannibalism? Because I really feel like we should talk about that.
It's not as bad as it sounds. It's not. So on the boat to America, so food, we didn't have so much food. And the babies would die, and they're the same size as a chicken. So, nom nom, yeah, like you.
Okay, that's not all. We've also introduced a new doll this year. Her name is Claudie. You know what? You guys should really meet her. Come on out, Claudie.
Hi everyone. I am so excited to be joining American Girl. I know I can learn a lot from you.
Claudie is from the Harlem Renaissance,
That's 10 years before me!
but in New York City.
I'm from New York City.
You're a Westchester transplant. Claudie here is born and raised.
But I don't have it all that easy. I'm living with some of the best artists of the century, but I'm not sure where I fit in.
Oh, I'll tell you where you fit. Right up my little plastic.
Let's be ladylike.
I hate to think that I'm replacing anybody. You've all done so much for the brand. Kirsten, Samantha, I wouldn't be here if you hadn't founded the whole thing. And Kit, your expansion made the introduction of dolls like me possible.
Oh, fuck this bitch. She's too nice.
I know, younger and cuter than us, fine. But nicer, and nothing bad has even happened to her. Her whole story is about finding her place.
Ladies, I don't know if you realize this, but the world is just an absolute shithole right now. Girls want happy dolls with happy stories.
But how is that supposed to empower anybody?
Yeah, we're actually trying to step away from that portion of the brand. We don't want to come across as whiny feminists. That's why next year we're introducing a doll who was in attendance at the Capitol riots. What? Okay, look. It is a historical doll line, and not every doll can be on the right side of history. Some of them just have to be on the right.